Favourite song would be Bongo Song by Saffron Duo.
Low by SZA.
No Love by Eminem featuring Lil Wayne.
Forever by Drake. Wet Dreams, J. Cole.
Mummy, You've Been On My Mind by Bob Dylan.
The Less I Know The Better by Tame Impala.
Supersonic.
Conversation by Catfish and the Bottlemen. Bad Idea by Girl in Red.
Welcome to Behind the Beats. This is a brand new podcast where we dive deep into the art, the struggles and the beats of the DJ world. Whether you're an experienced DJ, a passionate music lover or just someone starting to explore the decks, this is the place where the magic happens. Each week we'll take you behind the decks with the best in the game, discussing everything from the latest trends, amazing gigs and also equipment hacks. To the untold stories and the grind that goes into building a DJ career. I'm your host Mia and together we'll mix it up. So grab your headphones, turn up the volume and let's begin. This is Behind the Beats. Now, before we begin, today we are doing something just a little bit different. I'm going to play you a track, but I want you to try guess what it is. Take a listen and drop your guesses at Behind the Beats on all social platforms. I will reveal the answer later on in the show, so stick around and let's see who's got the sharpest ear. That is all you're getting today, folks. I wish you the best of luck and don't forget to drop your guesses at Behind the Beats on all social platforms. Now let's carry on with the podcast. We are now at the part you've all been waiting for. This is the interview section, so let's begin. Tell us about the first song you performed.
Oh, that's a tough one. I think it would have been a 90s dance tune called Toka's Miracle by Fragma. Key moments in career, one of the big ones I suppose playing for most people was for Starlight Walk, Rocco's Hospice. I did that for 7 years, over 2,000 people at that one. That was a big gig. So the technical side, I've always had an interest in lighting and sound. Being a kid, I've always been into stereo speakers. I was saying my dad being a DJ, it just came naturally, really, to me. Well, a lot of what I play genre music-wise is I cover all genres, so it could be from the 60s, Motown, 70s disco, 80s groove, soul, funk, 90s pop, charts, indie music, and modern stuff as well. Cover all genres. I suppose just through experience, the styles evolve, plenty of parties, be patient and read in the room. So I say I've always liked my dance music, so it would be Dave Pearce, Pete Tong, Judge Jules, club DJs in the 90s. First major gig would have been at the Peace Centre in Warrington. I was frozen, I was 18, nervous, I think I would have said I'd been. Yeah, panicking, but it went well. There's a Robin S. Show Me Love remix that goes into about 3 or 4 different songs. It's called Taking It Back to the Old School, that's very good. We ran a festival called Barn Rave, and that was with all my friends, and we did it at school, and that was a 2-day event with everyone camping, and that's probably the most memorable gig. Best piece of advice as a DJ, I'd say just be yourself, learn to read the room, take requests, and yeah, just be patient. Our goals for the next phase, I'd like to push more into the wedding industry personally. I do quite a few at the minute, that's where the money's at, and they're good for weddings. I suppose we're all DJs, so we'll go back in the days, vinyls, moving on to CDs, mini discs, then MP3. Equipment's a lot lighter. Obviously it's all on memory stick now, or streamed even, so it's a lot easier, I think, than it would have been 20 years ago. Preparing for a set live, like I say, as I've mentioned in other answers, that I like reading the room and that I wouldn't always prepare. I'd like to do freestyle. I think until you've had technical problems and you've managed to overcome them, you just have a good kit bag for a lot of different leads, and again, I've said it, every experience. Staying current's tough, but radio, to be honest, yeah, just, you know, Radio 1, the dance stations as well. What's new? I suppose that's a bit of an answer to one of the questions. Remixes I've played, I can't think, there's so many. I like to do it on the fly, so, you know, there's a good mix of You Got the Love by Candy Staton, you can mix that into Florence and the Machine, their version of You Got the Love, and it builds the room up well, depends on the drop. The hours, I think, is probably the hardest part. You think that you just turn up and press a few buttons, but you've got to be loading your van up, you're there early, you do the gig, you're finishing at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, packing up, driving home, so there's a lot more to it than just standing there pressing play. If I wasn't a DJ, I always wanted to be a light and sound engineer in theatres or at concerts, but I found out I don't like heights, so I can't go up high enough to do the lights.
What advice would you give to them?
Practice for the young ones. Start off small. I started off, I'd say at 50, doing primary school discos, and through the primary school disco went into the adults booking me, and that's it, it just became a career.
We are having a quick spin. Welcome to the game This or That, where we dive deep into the world of music with quick-fire choices, spinning tracks and exploring what makes the perfect sound. I'm going to ask you 2 questions where you must only reply with one choice. We have 30 seconds to complete this, so let's begin. Pre-recorded mixes or live improvisations?
Live improvisations.
Big festival stage or intimate club set?
Big festival stage.
Playing to a crowd or sticking to your style?
Playing to a crowd.
Sunset gigs or late night parties?
Late night parties.
Old school or modern?
Old school.
Live remixes or pre-made edits?
Live remixes.
Techno or trance?
Trance.
Nightlife parties or daytime events?
Nightlife parties.
Playing for a small group of friends or thousands of strangers?
Thousands of strangers.
Indie music or classical rock?
Oh, classical rock.
Early 2000s or 90s music?
90s.
Throwback songs or new releases?
Throwbacks.
Now, I bet you're all wondering, what was the answer to the song we played before? The answer is Show Me Love by Robin S. Let us know if you got that one at Behind the Beats on all social platforms. Welcome to the 60-second DJ News Round, where we spin through the latest headlines, drops and also recent trends. I have 60 seconds to give you as much news as possible, which hopefully engages you. So let's start. On the global stage, the world's first silent disco cruise ship has launched, where every guest wears their own wireless headphones so you can throw down your favourite track, but with zero noise complaints. In tech news, Apple's new iPhone update introduces live listening, which basically lets you listen to high-tech eavesdroppers, whether you're trying to listen to a soft-spoken speaker at a concert or details on that juicy conversation across the room. This is next-level listening. And in the music world, a new study confirms that listening to your upbeat music actually produces your productivity. So next time you're at work, throw on a playlist, watch that to-do list disappear. It's science. Last but certainly not least, scientists confirmed listening to your favourite tunes can boost your immune system, so next time you're feeling low, just remember music is the way to go. That is all we have for today. That is the 60-second news flash. I hope to see you next week. Welcome to the Music Mashup, where me and the guest will discover 2 tracks which could possibly be a great remix. We have 2 minutes to think of a great new hit and then listen to it, so let's begin. If you just think of a song, what's the most popular song you'd say probably gets the crowd going?
Well, I suppose that would depend on the type of gig you're doing,
Yeah.
but one that I've always thought works well would be Levels by Avicii,
Oh, that's good.
because that's got quite a bit, it builds up really well,
Yeah.
and people hands in the air, good vibes with it, yeah.
Yeah. If you was to probably remix that with something, do you reckon you could, or is it?
Yeah, it's got the right 128 beats a minute, so it's
Yeah.
the right sort of tempo speed. You could mix it into, one of my favourites is the Bongo Song by Soft Duo.
Never heard of that.
It's a bit of a 90s hit, but I mean there's loads. It can go into, there's a bit more modern, I suppose, it'd be
Yeah.
MK17.
Yeah.
It mixed quite well
Oh,
into
that's a
that.
good one.
We try putting them together.
So do we think MK by 17 by MK, that would be a good one?
That'd be a good one.
And if you remix that with
Avicii Levels,
Future Levels,
could do that.
they're really good songs together, I think.
Or, I don't know, a bit more Switch Disco, could go into it, or Pause with a Groovy Cat.
Yeah, Pause is good. Say whatever. I think Levels and 17 though.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
do that
good
for
one.
you then.
Thank you. That's all we have for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in with us. If you like what you heard, don't forget to subscribe to @BehindTheBeats on all social platforms and stay locked in for the next episode. I'm your host Mia, and I'll catch you next time.